I'm Abby, and this video is about Sun in Libra. So the Sun is in the astrological word is called its fall in Libra because it is exalted in Aries. And in the Aries video, I explained that exalted means that it's almost in a even better place than its dignity, which is Leo for the Sun. So if Leo is at its home, the Sun is in its home in Leo. It's in its best friend's house where everybody loves it in Aries, so it can be almost an exaggerated version of itself. In Libra, it's in its fall, which means that it's not comfortable in Libra. So if you have Sun in Libra, developing your ego needs, your personal identity is difficult because you learn through your relationships with other people. Libra is the first of the non-personal signs, so the signs that relate to others. So if Aries keywords are I am, Libra's keywords are you are. Libra is big on partnerships because they learn who they are through their relationships with someone else. It's almost like they see themselves in the mirror of another person and how the other person sees them. So you can see why it's hard for Libra Sun to sort of have a well-developed sense of ego because they're way more concerned about like the other person, and because they feel like they can develop themselves through the development of someone else, which is sort of backwards, but that's the way Libra thinks. Libra, the sign, is ruled by Venus, so it tends to be very it's the aesthetic portion of Venus. It's not the Taurus, like earthy, sensual, like self-preservation portion of Venus. It's the balance. Libra is represented by the scales, so they're obsessed with balance. They're the bipolar sign of the zodiac, so they are obsessed with balance, but they can swing from one side to the other, and they also often have problems making decisions. They're an air sign, so they like to talk things out and consult other people. Venus is excellent, Libra is excellent in social situations because they tend to like everything to be like beautiful and smooth, and they like shy away from like aggression, or they try to smooth over things when people are like assertive, because there's the opposite sign of Aries, which is like the just like out there in the open, like in your face. Libra likes to balance the scales of Aries. Libra is the essential opposition. So when you get into astrology, you hear about things called oppositions, which is a mathematical 180-degree angle, so direct opposite. The feel of Aries Libra is the essence of an opposition. Me, you. If I say this, you're going to say the opposite. And Libras can be very argumentative. And it's not because they're like, sometimes it can be a passive-aggressive thing because they don't know how to like express their aggression and assertiveness in a socially appropriate way. But sometimes it's just because they are an air sign and they like to hear every side to the story. So they like to hear all the arguments. So they can play devil's advocate. And if you're an Aries, it might drive you crazy. But Libra likes to kind of get all sides of the story before making a decision. So that's why they can be very indecisive. Libra is a cardinal sign. They represent the beginning of fall. So they do like to start things. They're initiators. But it's initiators of things having to do with other people often, like the partnership. Like, what should we do together? They're all about we. They need partners because alone they don't know who they are. They can't develop their sense of creativity. It has to be with a partner, either a romantic partner or a business partner or just like someone. And it's not necessarily like they're very popular because they're all about the other person, but they just need like some sort of partner in their life. I keep reiterating that word, but it's very important when you're talking about Libra. So they're about aesthetics. They love beauty. And the reason that they're beautiful is often because they're symmetrical. So it's a different beauty, like I said, than Taurus. And they have a great eye for beauty. They have a great eye for art. It's not that earthy sensuality of Venus represented in Taurus. It's more like they have an eye for color, for balance, just for things that are symmetrical. And they often look that way. Venus, Libra is beautiful. It's the sign of balance. So, symmetrically, they usually just look gorgeous. They're like the model sign. Not to say that every sun in Libra is a model, but they usually have some sort of like aesthetically pleasing thing about them. Libra is it is a sort of a sign of duality, like balance, two things. So they rule like things of twos, like the ovaries in women, kidneys, like things that have like duals, and you might have problems with such issues if you're a sun in Libra and you're not having a very well-developed sense of self, which is hard for you anyway. But your best way to do it is to take what you learn from other people and apply that to yourself, and don't always rely on other people, because Libra can tend to come across as like not able to do things on their own, or almost lazy because they take their time and they're indecisive. It's just because they're in their head, because they're an air sign. They're not, it's just like they like everything to be pleasing and lovely. So, take action. It's important for Sun and Libra to feel like they can take action on their own. But you learn to do that through your development of relationships with other people. So that's Sun in Libra. And if you have any questions, I wanted to say too, they represent so Aries is the infant, Taurus is the toddler, Gemini is the school child, Cancer is the preteen, Leo is the teenager, Virgo is the young adult, Libra is the married couple, newly married, making it work with a partner. That's what they are. So that's Libra. I think we covered everything. And they're all about fairness. Fair, balance. So that's Libra. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Thank you.